Hey Master, I watch a lot of YouTube videos and I learn a lot from them, but I'm unable to apply what I learned from them. Can you help me with that?
Of course, milady. I can help you with that. I used to struggle with that a lot. But then I came up with the TSR method. Would you like to learn more about the TSR method?
Yes, I'd love to learn more.
Well then, let's go. Let's go. Okay, let's begin the video.
M stands for mindfulness, and this is the first step. It is to be mindful about what you're consuming. I'm not going to go deep into mindfulness as there are a lot of YouTube videos and content creators that already do that. I'll link a 2-minute clip from a good podcast episode about mindfulness, but essentially, you become mindful when you ask yourself, why? Then letting your actions align accordingly. And the reason this is important while watching YouTube videos is because without it, practically everything is appealing to watch. But when you're conscious of your actions and honest with what you really want while scrolling through YouTube, you ensure that the information you're consuming serves a genuine purpose in your circumstances. There are also a lot of browser extensions that can help you with that. One of them is called Unhook. I'll link it down in the description. Now the second step is the S, which stands for SnipTube, which is a browser extension that empowers you to effortlessly highlight the most captivating parts of a YouTube video for you to revisit at a later time. Fundamentally, it's just like highlighting and writing notes on a book that you're reading. I use it as a means to distill the most important parts of YouTube video for me to visit when I'm ready to take action on them. I will illustrate its usage by presenting a real-life example of how I employ it. This workflow that I do specifically aligns with the Zettelkasten note-taking system that was discussed in the book called How to Take Smart Notes, which I just finished, and it's pretty good. If you're looking to learn about anything in life, grow your knowledge in a certain part of life, including yourself, which is, I'd say, the most important thing to learn about yourself, I'd recommend you to check it out. But with that being said, let me show you how to get started with SnipTube. So we will start by installing the extension by going to sniptube.tech. And here, just click download extension. It will take you to their respective browser. All right, so we're in YouTube now. We're having some food. SnipTube is set up already. That is good. And I mindfully clicked this video. This past minute, he's been talking about a lot about how he has a list. And this list basically is a program that he runs his life on. So he can basically program his best self from this list. And I've been getting really inspired by what he's saying. So I want to take a snip of this section right now. As soon as he finishes that section.
Needs to be done. I only speak when I need to speak. I put my entire being into my life's work while being true to those I love. Okay, so that's my list. Yeah, look at.
Okay, so he finished his list. I want to take a snip of this whole list that he's given us. I just clicked the letter S. That's a shortcut for taking a snip. And this snip length is around like 90 seconds. He goes through the list for around 90 seconds. And then the note I want to write is do something like what he has. I want to do the same thing as what he has with this list. Tags, we could say discipline. You can add more, but for now that's enough. Let us submit.
Do that every day, and I sort of read from that. And this is sort of.
And now we can just continue watching the YouTube video while eating and just enjoying our time. And then at the end of the day, go to the extension. And in here, as you can see, it took that snip in here and summarized it for us using AI. You could delete, you can export. If you want to export just this single snip, you could do that and it will copy it. But yeah, let's fast forward to the end of the day, which is when I take these snips and actually put them into my notes. I could be on YouTube, I could be on my personal website, it doesn't matter. All you have to do is just go here, and then since you're not on YouTube and not in a specific video, it shows you just the list of snips that you have. For now, I just have one, and I want to export that's all these snips that I have, which is just one for now. So I can just export. We're now in Obsidian, which is my note-taking app that I use every day. This is my daily note. If you're interested to see how I use my daily note to elevate my life through reflection and insight, then I urge you to check that video out because it has a lot of useful information and a template of this whole note. So I just paste the information that I got, and as you can see, this is the AI summarized transcript, and this is the note that I took, and this is the tags, and this is the title of the video. What I do basically is just I click on this and I move this right
Socially
here,
free.
and I just rewatch that snip specifically, which is where it took me. I click on the link, I read my notes, and take some time basically to reflect on this information and actually apply it to my own life. So in this specific situation, what I want to do is replicate and create something just like he created, which is just a list of programs that he lives his life through. The underlying issue of watching YouTube videos mindlessly is that you just watch, you take in the information, and you don't use that information, so it just gets out of your brain. Your brain is not a database of knowledge. If it finds information that's not useful, it's gonna throw it away, which is why we have SnipTube. So in summary, be mindful about what you're picking, and then while watching, maintain that mindful listening. And then whenever there's this information that you found very useful, you take a snip of it. No matter if you think, oh, I don't know how to apply this or whatever, you just take a snip of it. And then third step is the connector of this whole system is to actually take some time at the end of the day or end of the week, whenever you want, and basically clear your inbox. So whenever I'm done with that, I exported it, I just delete it so that it doesn't clutter. This is basically like an inbox. I use it as an inbox. So is this a baseball stance or a golf stance? It's a laptop smashing stance. Anyways, thank you, kings and queens, for reaching the end of the video. Literally, all my viewers are not subscribed to me. So please stand out from the crowd and hit that subscribe button. If you think my content can help you in any way right now or in the future. And let me know your thoughts on SnipTube, and if there's any suggestions you have, or how you would use SnipTube, or any tool that allows you to take the most important and captivating parts of a video for you to revisit later. With that being said, goodbye.